Hey guys, and welcome to BisaNation. I'm here with the Instagram baddie makeup look, so if you like it, keep watching. I'm starting with the Tarte Cosmetics eye base, and I'm applying that to the entire eye area. This was my first time actually using this product, and I didn't realise how drying it is. It's a very solid base, so I think I applied too much. I should have really stopped here, but I kept going. Because it became so white, I decided to use some of my Derma colour concealer, and I'm just applying that on top just to make a more neutral kind of colour base. There's something different. I used a blush from NYX working over the crease and socket area. It's not that pigmented, but I just kept building. I used another palette from NYX, which wasn't that much better. I'm just using the white shadow for the brow bone. I used the grey brown to the outer corners. It's basically going to be a very neutral eye look, as going with the kind of Instagram theme. Just very neutral eyes, extended wing, etc, etc. And yeah, I'm just using these tones and I'm just making sure that everything is really nicely blended. Now I'm using my Barry M pigment to highlight the inner corners. I'm just doing my wing now, and I'm just doing kind of like the normal way I do it, which is to start at the outer corner. Now onto the skin. I start off by priming my face, and then I use 2 Revlon foundations mixed together and apply that to my face. And I've got to warn you, the amount of foundation I wear in this video is shocking, because I was going for full coverage. Okay, so once I've covered everywhere, I use a damp sponge to just pat that in, and I do this for quite a long while. Now I'm going to contour. I'm using brown and maroon colour, and I'm applying it from the ear towards the corner of my mouth, then blending that upwards and around the perimeter of my face also. Now I'm going to contour my nose. I'm basically drawing 2 lines on either side of my bridge, joining that line down the bottom of my nose. I added a bit more of the dark brown. I just start blending that down. Okay, so again I'm using the Tarte eye primer to kind of prime under my eyes before I apply the concealer. It just creates a nice surface to decrease creasing under the eyes. For my concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn, a very popular shade, very popular brand. And I'm applying that just along the bridge of my nose to my chin and around my upper lip, kind of like a goatee basically. And then I just use that back of the sponge to blend. Okay, so I'm just blending now, and I've got to say, I did really like that highlight. Like, I know it's really light, but I liked it. But I am going to conceal. I'm bringing that concealer in a triangle shape under my eyes and quite near to the bridge of my nose. I'm sure you've seen this done a lot. That's just going to help to narrow the nose a bit. I'm just blending with the sponge, blending, and I'm also blending the concealer on the bridge of my nose. And now I'm using a pressed powder, and I'm basically just using the pointed side of the sponge, and I'm pressing that under my eyes. And I kind of just keep pressing. I don't really brush it away because I'm going for a very highlighted look. And I'm just setting all the places that the concealer has been applied. And I'm just applying a bit of concealer to the forehead and top of the brows. And blending like so. Then I'm just fixing that with some of the powder. I like to do the lash line after I've applied concealer and fixed it, because I like it to all blend. I'm using a darker matte shade. And then I'm also going to do extra contouring. and I'm applying it just where I initially contoured my face. And then I'm using some powder, pressing that on top to blend everything together. It looks very kind of powdery now, but it will settle because my face gets so oily that it will just look dewy in a second. Give it time. Okay, so now I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to highlight, but the reason I don't do it is not because I don't love it, it's because my pores are huge and I don't like to kind of emphasize that. But when I was putting this on, I was converted because it's just so nice. I was sold on the highlighting. Also did the Cupid's bow and highlighting the tip of my nose and blending up towards the bridge. For the blush, all in all, I'm not really that impressed by the NYX blushes. I just think the pigmentation is kind of weak, to be honest. So I'm just applying some mascara, putting most of it on the lower lash line, a touch to the top lash line. I applied my false lashes off camera. If you want to know how to do that easily and quickly, I've got a tutorial. I'm using a brown pencil, but it's kind of a soft brown. The name's worn off, so I can't identify it. And I'm using that to line my lips. And then I'm using MAC lipstick in Stone. So that was the first look. I decided to get my sister to do kind of like a Instagram baddie stroke ratchet hairstyle for me with the gelled baby hairs, all that good stuff. I'm using a liquid lipstick as a secondary colour choice. For a third lip option, I just decided to add MAC Stone on top of that. And that's the look. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Be bold, and I'll see you in my next video.